Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Prowler 303 bunkhouse travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration. First and foremost, your slide. Get a good eye for that slide. I've brought it out already so you can see how much room you're going to need. Make sure you got plenty of room for that to come in and out unimpeded. Preferably nothing hanging over top of it. Then I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is going to be right behind your slide or behind your tires of the unit on your off camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Your water all the way at the rear of your off camp side. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook your hitch, next thing you can do is level your unit. I do recommend getting a stick on level. Putting it on the side of your unit, close your slide up, measure it, find the middle. Have someone watch that level while you come to your power tongue jack. I do have a docking light should you arrive at night. Simply raise or lower the unit until it's level. I do have a manual override right here underneath this rubber stopper. Right there. And a hand crank should you lose power to run that in. Up or down. Speaking of power, check your battery post when you arrive. Make sure your terminals are still connected good. Once you get your unit level, next thing you do is stabilize it. You have power stabilizing jacks on this unit. Just to the right of your doorway, simply hit extend. Now what I do when these come down, show you a couple things. Sometimes one side will go down before the other. And I want you to make sure that your feet are turned down. Now what I do recommend when I run these down is jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight. So you only want to run these down, bam, just until they're taut. If you start to feel the unit lift, don't go any further. These are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. You've already got your unit level. Pick up a 4-pack of those jack pads, put them down underneath these. Your rear ones are right here. So run all 4 of those down. Once you get your unit level and stable, we're going to hook our power and water up. So again, behind your slide area, where these new cords work is they go into the left. Kind of hard to hold this and do this with one hand here, but push it in and then turn it to the right and then twist on your black washer. So once it's twisted to the right, you know you got power to the unit. 50 amp service should you need it. There's a 50 to 30 dog bone that comes with the unit, and if you want to plug in at home, there is a 30 to 110 you put at the end of the dog bone. Just use amperage wisely. Don't run a couple of ACs in a fireplace or anything when running those. Got our power hooked up. Let's hook our water up. City water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting your water in here. Hook that up and hook your hose up. But don't turn your water on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. Over here on your campsite, just left of your entry doorway, is your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point is making sure that we've returned our drain plug. May have left it out from last time we were camping. Put that in, plumber's tape preferably, not putty. Get that in there nice and tight, then we can turn our hose on. Go inside to your hot water tap, open that up. Once water starts coming out of there, it's not gonna be hot yet. Once water starts coming out of there, you know your hot water heater is full and you can light it from indoors. Now, a couple ways to turn this on. You do see an electric element down here with an on-off switch. Do not turn this on down here unless you're hooked up to 110. Then you turn it on here as well as indoors. So normally that's just taped to off because you rarely have to use that. If your hot water heater is not working, push the reset button. This will be bubbled out. Just press it back in, it resets it. Let's say we're going to be camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to use potable water. Just to the right of your hot water heater is your fresh water connection. Simply fill this up with a hose. You don't need a water pressure regulator. Fill it up with a hose. Two ways to tell it's full. One, there's a overflow valve here, or two, on the inside where you check your tank levels. If you hold your fresh water button down, you'll see when it's full. Treat the hot water heater the same way. Go inside, turn on your hot water tap, then you'll know when it's full. Shut your hot water tap off and turn on your hot water heater. Just remember, when using fresh water is when you go on and use your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump for city water, it's already pressurized. All right, we're hooked up for camping. Let's go ahead and walk you around the outside of the unit and show you the rest. So just down below here is a manual override crank for your slide. There's your quick water dumps. Low point drains there. There's your fresh water low point drain. Cable set up out here in case you want to set a TV out here. Your outdoor speakers, your awning, your lights are on. I'll run your awning out here. That is a hood vent for your microwave. Again, your hot water heater. This is a furnace heat release, so if you're running your furnace, steer clear of this. It does get hot. 110. Your black tank flush valve. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. Again, your rear stabilizing jacks. The outdoor kitchen area stays up with a magnet. You have your fridge that plugs in here. And your griddle on the table here. Let's see if I can flip this top over to show you. Literally just flip it over. And it sets up like so. The quick connect LP. So it's already connected. Oh, there's your connection right there. And you just pull this down through there and connect right there to your quick connect LP. This hose here. Oops, you gotta flip that back over. Set that like that to run your griddle back in. Come around the back, your spare tire. Unit is prepped for a backup camera. Furion has a camera that can set on the dash of your tow vehicle and electronically communicate with this device, giving you a backup camera. Over your off camp side, you have an outdoor shower and your city water connection. Your cable inlet from the park. Again, your power, your slides. They do have a fluid you can apply to these slide seals. Best way to get longevity of the life of these is keep them pliable. Get some of that. Gray and black tanks dump right there. Easier to access when your slide is closed. Out front here, your big storage. Again, your batteries. Your propane does have a regulator. Simply pointing toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. There's a cover for your propane tanks. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. The solid steps, I'll show you how to close them up when we exit the unit. Coming up into the unit, immediately to the left is your interior and exterior lights, your slide control, and your awning. I'm gonna extend your awning here, show you how far to run that out. See your LED lighting up here. Should have plenty of room before getting to that other unit. You're only going to want to run that out until that flap right there. I don't want to go any closer to that unit. That flap will fall down to 90 degrees and you'll see your bar. Once you can see your bar, you know you're out far enough. There's a QR code for an owner's manual from Heartland. You can scan with your phone. Immediately inside your doorway, I want you and everyone that's camping with you to know that the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. 110 here, you do have a lot of individual lighting. It's all prepped for a television. Cable hook up here. Your RV technology sound system. While that's coming on, I want to mention up here, if you do get a TV, when you arrive at the campsite before scanning for digital channels, press that in and make sure that button's on. That's a digital channel enhancer. It'll allow you to pick up more channels. Switch this down to FM. See if we can pick a channel up. So your music's playing indoors. You can shut that off. Now it's just outdoors. Shut it off outdoors, have it just indoors. So dual zone, Bluetooth, AM, FM, auxiliary cord, and USB. Touch it once to mute. Hold it in to shut off. Speakers in the ceiling. Your smoke alarm and AC quick dump. Coming over here, your self-explanatory microwave. Your hood vent does have a light and a fan. These glass tops make an excellent backsplash. Simply turn your unit to light, hit your spark over here, and when your gas is on, that'll come on. Same thing over here, set this to light it from over here. Your Nordic-cold fridge, hold this for 3 seconds to turn on. Reading error 3 right now. There we go, we're on. So whatever is white here is what it's controlling. So right now it's on the freezer. Changing the temperature, we'll leave the freezer temperature at 5. Come over to the fridge and we'll lower the fridge temperature to 3. Simple. Processor's on night mode. Turn that on, tells it I'm not going to be opening and closing the fridge a lot. Go ahead and save power for me. So it does. Hold that in to shut it off. Come back in your unit here. On the wall here, here's your thermostat. Hold the bottom button to turn it on. Fan low and high. AC. Let me let that turn on. Here's your AC. High and low or auto. We'll shut that off and turn on the heat. AC will shut off quick. Furnace just kicked on, but you'll notice, or I have with all units, let me go back to off. Once you shut the furnace off, it takes a moment for it to shut off. Coming into your bathroom, this is where you turn the lights on here, your fan as well. 110 with GFCI reset. Here's where you turn on your water pump if using potable water. Your water heater if hooked up to gas. Your water heater if hooked up to electric. Your brand new battery. Here's the button to hold down for your fresh tank to tell when your potable water is full. And your black and gray tanks, keep an eye on them, see when they need to be dumped. Do you have a fan in here? Turn that on there and shut it off from here. Hand crank open exhaust. Coming back here in the corner, for travel, make sure that your door is secure here, but for now, I'm going to open this up and come down the corner by this 110 and show you your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mentioned this 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, nothing charging your battery, not plugged in anywhere, go ahead and disconnect one of your battery terminals to keep this from running your battery down. Back in your bunk area, you know your table will set down there and give one more bunk. Bunk area does have a hand crank open vent back here, individual lighting. This top bunk will lift up and snap back with that snap. Press in up here. Lock in here as well. With that. Back down. All your lighting back here is prepped for a TV back here. You don't have to digital scan here. You do it up there. 110 here. In your hallway here is your access panel to your fuses and breaker box. Looks like you got a ton of 15s there. Highly recommend you have a handful of those with you when you go camping. Coming back through, there you got the jackknife bed here. And also this tabletop will remove. Store the legs away. Set the table on this lip. Remove your back cushions. It gives you one more bed. Lift the front of these and grab the back. Easiest way to bring them back down. Going back to your bedroom now. Lighting is over here. Also prepped for a TV back here and a wine guard satellite. Well, that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite. The first thing I like to do, I've already shut off the lights in the bedroom, so I know I'm good there. Secure my door and shut off all the interior lights. Then I can see any individual lights I need to go through and shut off. So, before you start to bring this slide in, make sure these cabinet doors are closed and nothing is in the way of impeding this slide from coming in. Cabinet doors closed, most important. Simply hit in. You'll notice the bottom start to shift up first, and then the rest of it will start to come in because the slide mechanism is on the bottom of the slide. Once you hear that noise, it's okay to hear that. That's the slide mechanism keeping itself from coming in too far. Sometimes you hear it going out as well. See the importance of having those doors closed? You don't want them ripped off. Shut off our interior lighting and head on out of the unit. Okay, now to bring these solid steps up, first and foremost, make sure your exterior door is all the way open. You don't want this to catch on it. Lift this up. Show you again, your feet are adjustable by cotter pins. Set this to the door, turn it right or left, and that'll lock it in there. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn your handle. Come onto your hot water heater. Open up this pressure release valve, leave that up. That's going to drain your hot water heater. Once that's done, remember to push that back down or your door won't close. Then you can pull your drain. Remember to be careful, it is hot water. Be sure to close your hot water heater. Sometimes people forget. Bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. In fact, I head on up here and bring them up right here. If you hit retract, we'll run back up rather quickly. We're going to go ahead and unhook our cable, unhook our water. Actually, I would unhook your water before emptying your hot water heater. Again, keep an eye on your feet. Head around to this side of your unit. Oh, excuse me, they're both over on your campsite. We're going to dump our low point drains. If you hooked up to city water, dump both of those. If you hooked up to potable water, it's going to be this blue one. Then we go ahead and hook up our hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, you can take this 10-foot sewage hose, comes in your convenience pack. Hook that up here, and first thing you're gonna pull is your black tank. Shows here, it'll be the one on the right. Pull that black handle. Once it sounds like that black handle is no longer draining, we're going to leave that black handle open. We're going to come around to our campsite with the hose at the dump station, again with our water pressure regulator, and hook up the hose to this tank flush. Turn on that hose with your black tank handle open again, and let that run for a good 5 minutes. That's going to clean all the nastiness out of your black tank. Shut your hose off. Come back around. Close your black handle. And open our gray handle. Gray handle is going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. And then you can conveniently and sanitarily store your sewage hose in your bumper. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. We hope you enjoy this Prowler for many years to come. Happy camping.